Do not miss any of our cool videos. Subscribe to our channel for latest updates. Click on the bell icon now.
So today we'll be using an RFID RC522 scanner. What it does is that it uses radio waves to read information stored on tags when we place tags on this portion, and once it reads that information we can do a host of different functions using that unique ID on each tag. Here we have a set of tags. These are the tags we will be using for the RFID program. What we're going to be needing other than the RFID is an Arduino Nano to load the code on and to use as a controller for the program, um, and a set of jumpers to make the correct connections. Now we'll do the connections of the RFID to the UNO based on the circuit diagram. So here we have the SDA pin. First I'll be connecting all the wires that I need. So now we will be moving on to the coding part of our project. To code this, we will need to import the MFRC522 library. That you can do by going into Tools, Manage Libraries. Inside Manage Libraries, you can enter the name of the library. It will show you the MFRC522 library which you have to install. I have already installed this here. Once you install it, you will have to import the header file for the library. And since the RFID also uses SPI communication, we will be importing the SPI header file as well. Now we will need to define the pins that we have connected on the RFID. So the SDA pin on the RFID is connected to the 10th pin on the Arduino, and the reset pin is connected to the 9th pin. So we will be initializing the pins accordingly. Then here we are creating an instance of the class MFRC522 to be able to call the inbuilt functions in MFRC522. Then we will be moving on to the setup function. An Arduino code mainly has two functions, void setup and void loop. Void setup is the function that runs first in the code, and it runs only once. What it does is initialize and begin all of the values that you want your program to start with. So here we will be initializing the serial communication at 9600 baud rate. Then we will be initiating the SPI bus. Then we are initiating the MFRC522 object that we created here using an inbuilt function PCD init. And over here, I am just printing a proximity of card to the reader as an indication that we have entered the setup, and now we can place our card onto the RFID. The next function that runs is the void loop function. The void loop function, as the name suggests, is a loop, and it continuously keeps running itself until the power is cut off or the program is stopped. This is because when it comes to hardware, we want our program and a series of instructions to keep running until the power is cut off. We don't want the program to run just once. So we have a loop function here in Arduino. Here in this code, for the first stage, we will only be learning on how to detect whether a card is present on the RFID and how to tell the program to select the card to be read. So here you'll be using an if statement and an inbuilt function called pick is new card present. It is a function that returns Boolean values, and what it does is it checks whether there is a card present on the RFID. So here using the object we will call that function and check in the condition whether it is true. If it is true, we will enter the if statement and it will print card is present. And then we will give a delay of 2 seconds. You can change the time if you want to or not have a delay at all. And then we will move on to another function, that is pick read card serial, which also gives boolean values. This function is very essential and it must always be used before you want to read the UID of a card. If the statement in this function, if the statement in this condition is true, we will enter this if statement and it will print select a card to read. Now we will be uploading our code on the Nano using this upload button here. Now that our code is uploaded, we will be opening the serial monitor to see the output of our program. So here it shows that the statement we entered into the setup function has been printed. And now we will be placing our card on the reader. Since a card has been detected, the value for the if statement is true, and hence it enters the statement and prints card is present. And after that, because the value for the other if statement is also true, it enters that too and prints select a card to read. So this is how our very basic program is going to run, and this is the output. Now we will be moving on to the next stage. Now, moving on to the second part of our code, now we will learn how to read and print the UID onto the serial monitor from the card. So, first, I'm just going to write UID tag, and I'm going to initialize a string called UID. Now, since our program will be reading the UID byte by byte, we will initialize byte into a for loop and increment the I value so that it reads each and every byte one by one. This is the syntax that we use to determine the size of the UID, and we will be placing it as the upper limit into our code. Now, here we will be using this syntax to read the first byte of the code. This is a shortened conditional statement that we will be using. In this statement, we will be converting this byte into hex form. So here we are concatenating first we are converting it into string using the same syntax, and then we will be concatenating it. Using the hex code. Now we are done with printing the UID. Now we will just enter. Now to check this code, we will be uploading it onto the Nano. Now that we're done uploading, we'll check our output on the serial monitor. Here it has printed the UID. For the final stage of our code, we will be converting the UID we have into uppercase just to be sure. And then based on the output that we got on the serial monitor by reading the other cards, we will be declaring if and else if statements. So here we're selecting the UID and putting it into a condition to check whether it is equal to the number that we have gotten from the previous code. Now we can run the stage 2 of the code and get all of the UIDs, and then we can copy paste them into these if else statements to select the cards that will get authorized access. Here I have declared one card as the master key, and the other cards that I've included in the else if statements are two more cards with different UIDs that I have given access to. In each statement, I have entered a delay of 3 seconds. Now, in case the card is not one of the above cards that have been given access, we can enter an else statement. What the else statement does, prints the fact that the cards that are not included in the else if conditions do not have access. Here too, we will be entering a delay of 6 seconds. So this is going to be the stage 3 of our code. Now we're going to upload this on the Arduino. We will check the output on the serial monitor. The first part of the code printed will be before the master key had been placed on the RFID. Now that the master key is placed, it reads the card, selects it, and prints the UID tag. Also, it shows us that it has authorized access and that it is the master key as we named into the if statement. Similarly, we can run the code for other cards. This is a card that has not been entered into any of the if statements, hence access has been declined to it.